Ka-52. No longer the top dog in the Russian tech tree for helicopters, but still a very, very formidable machine if you know how to use it. If you're fully researched, it can be still quite a big and powerful machine. I'm just going to be early rushing today, not ATGM's type of gameplay. I like doing this once in a while. It just seems that nobody else is doing this. Very few helicopters early rush, and if they do, it's usually at some lower tiers. But at 12.0, 13.0, you don't really see too much of it, and for the good reasons, because they're pretty much useless. Early helicopter rushing is very ineffective, especially at BRs that we have nowadays. Having regular rockets like this is not very effective. I mean, we have S8, KO, 650 meters a second travel time, normal, and 1.3 kilograms of TNT. So, I mean, it says it's 420 millimeters of penetration. I'm not exactly sure how to read this. It says 18.1, but then depending on angle of attack, it could get up to 420 millimeters, I'm assuming. But it's not the case. Most of the time, you would hit a tank and nothing. You can't get anything past a track. Nothing crazy. But the rockets themselves are not very effective, generally speaking. We are going to be using regular rockets today, but I am also going to be using the 30mm cannon, and that is the real winner. It's on this side here. Unlike Ka-29, Ka-52 has a gun that turns. It actually pivots up and down and sideways, so you can actually aim it. Once you lock on a target, actually maneuver yourself into the proper position. But it is also only on this side, so it is a little bit awkward. If it targets to your left, you're gonna have to turn it around so that your nose is facing the target, so that this gun can actually. So that's something to watch out for if you ever want to do this kind of gameplay. Whenever you're relying on your gun, just make sure that you remember that it's on your right side. And if a target is anywhere to the left of the nose, you're not going to get them. You're going to have to turn yourself around so that the gun can see the target. But this gun is very useful. It's probably my favorite part about doing early rushes like this. The rockets themselves are kind of secondary. If you have an SPA that's bothering you, or a light target, or you have a tank that's stationary, no longer moving, then you can land some good shots, but overall the rockets are not super good. The gun, on the other hand, is very useful, very good. So let's go for a early drive, early flybys, do some harassment on the enemy team. Here we go. Now on this kind of map, it's actually the best because you have lots of areas to hide behind. Here's our first target. Got the tracks. Send some rockets down his way. There's another target next to him somewhere. Alright, we got him. Looks like the heavy anti-air is working, but the missiles are too fast to hit me. That's funny. Oh, somebody else is here. Oh, I got him. That's a nice one. A weasel. That's a hard target to hit, because they're so small. But yeah, Sorban maps like this for early rushes is very good because it's hard to hit you. And it's very tight for the tanks, and they have to really search for you. But this is not a good map for anti-air. Another one. Small voltage. You could really do some damage. See another tank, it just went behind cover. Looks like somebody over here. Let me just raise my altitude a little. Got him. Ah, damn it. No, the first one wasn't too bad. But in this case, using you early is the best, because as soon as you start firing rockets, it starts looking up. So I like to use 30 and do some harassment. One, they don't know where it's coming, and two, it's just more fun. Okay, once the is standing at stand, it's okay to fire off the rocket. Side shot like that, yes. Yes, once they start, once they become well, that's when you can do some rocket shots. But everything else, just keep firing your disable tracks, break the barrels, hit the engines, just like that. It's a little too close to get the accurate shot with the rockets. Somebody's on C. Got the machine gun, that's good. Pretty much the only thing that he can use to hurt me. Close and personal like that, it's the gun is very, very strong. Especially up, right? Okay, got my tail. Okay. Italy, also a very good map for helicopters. But since we are rushing early, we're just gonna have to catch some people on the ground. Okay, got one. There's somebody over here. Critical. Once you get the critical, it's better to relocate and see if you can find somebody else. Got the barrel, got the crew. A lot of damage there. I see another one. Critical. Once you damage them like that, start looking for a new target, like this guy. Nice. He's gonna stay there for a bit. Where's our first guy? Here he is. Got him. That must be very frustrating for them. You've been repairing for the last 20 seconds. You're almost done and then you get hit again. Oh, he's moved. Okay, I got him. I was a little bit too low last game. That's why he was able to get me. But if you stay above 4 meters, then you're in a good spot. Okay, I see a light target here. 1128. Got the critical. Got the rocket shot. Just a couple of rockets I want. Got the critical. Somebody over here. Wow, nice shot. Here comes SPA. Time to give it everything I got because I'm not gonna stay too long. Oh, survived it. Still alive. These early rushes are very effective. They set the tone for the team down the road. Plus you're also removing position. Okay, Alaska. Look at this convoy here. Perfect for a rocket rush. I just want the World War II one. Just send it all over there. And that's exactly what I wanted. M10. M10 was the easy target. Critical, beautiful. Somebody approaching A. Just gonna let the teammates know. I got a little bit of a scratch on him. Nothing crazy. Somebody behind the rock. Critical, amazing.
I'm sorry.
Amazing. I just love the kills. 30mm is very, very strong and very fun to play. That's at high altitudes. And it's so early in the game that nobody really wants to bring an SPA. So everyone just kind of ignores you. Spawn protection. Engine. Somebody needs help? How about this one? Got him. He's right below, that's a hard one to get. No. This is a fun map to rush early because you know specific areas where people are going to be camping, which is this area right here, right on top of the hill, close to the spawn. Everybody loves going there. Okay, we got some good shots landed. Even if you don't kill the target, just the fact that you are shooting at them and hitting something like a track or it really makes you uncomfortable. People don't know where it's coming from, so they try to relocate and then they start making bad decisions. They don't know whether to leave, whether to push, and then as soon as they push, they get shot by the teammates. So it does affect you mentally, being rushed, early rushed with a helicopter. Like, see this guy right here? He's camping, he's got a good spot, right? He's got good control, and then all of a sudden, all over the place and worry about something else. So we're doing more work than it looks. And usually, Apache, okay, this is the time to use our AA missiles, which we have 8 of. Got plenty. Here goes the first one. Got the hit on the tail. Here's a second one. Still alive. Okay, here comes the third one. That should do it. Alright. And here's our 2 guys, still sitting in the same place. That's why early helicopters are excellent for campers in the very obvious positions like this. Yes, I'm not killing them yet, but I am providing support. And they're not gonna be as comfortable as they would like to be. I do think that the rockets are not as effective as they should be in the game for helicopters. I think it's done on purpose, so that you don't kill everything too fast. So it's not as easy to just gain kills. But at the same time, if we're talking realism, shouldn't it be done? I don't know. I mean, out of 80 rockets, you're gonna fire like so many and have no effect. Yeah, I think the rockets for helicopters for early games are slightly weak. I mean, unless you're shooting at target, a light, anything above a light tank, it's they take way too much, unless you land a really perfect shot. Okay, this one is an interesting one. I think it's probably the best of all the games I had with the early rushing, because it's gonna be quite a massacre here of the enemy team. Looks like they're already getting pushed in the spawn. I'm just gonna send everything I got here. Whatever I can see. Oops, I forgot to put my gear up. Get in there. Alright, we didn't get any hits. I think I got maybe 1 hit. Here goes the missile. I'll just approach as close as possible and do some limit. Shot. This guy. Panzer 3-4. This BR. Got the other guy. Got Claire. Somebody is eager. Oh. So many things going on. Look at this. This is fun. Yeah, it's taking too long to get this guy. I'm going down, so shoot away. Finally. So there you have it, Ka-52 early game harassment. It is pretty fun if you can get in close, if nobody else brings a SPA or a SPA. And gives you a chance to fly around and do some good work. But you gotta stay pretty high. I would say I'd stay at least 400 meters above the ground. Otherwise, the tanks will be able to shoot you down with their machine guns or even a main caliber gun. Happens quite often, more often than you would like it. So, back in the day, I know I've brought this up before in my older videos, you were able to bring in the big boys, these guys, the S-13s. Actually, early game, this was absolutely awesome. But those are the good old days back in history. Several years ago, they decided to remove it just because it was OP. Everybody was dying, and all the helicopters were having too much fun, so they removed it. But yes. So that's our gameplay, Ka-52. I'm assuming that sometime in the future we're gonna see an M version of this helicopter, because you can't have Ka-52 sitting below Mi-28 in BRs, right? Like, that's just not gonna happen. Ka-52M is coming at some point, I'm gonna say, because we need good helicopters in the game, more modern ones. So there you go. Until next time, have a good night.